everyone. Hello, everyone. A very good evening to all the respected educators and members of the academic community present in this webinar today. I welcome you all to the Advanced AI for Educators webinar. So this is a webinar that we have organized to tell you all about the advanced course for educators, advanced AI course for educators by UP Educators. And I will just share my screen now. I hope my voice is clearly audible to everyone. Okay, thanks for the response. Just sharing my screen. All right. So before I start with this webinar, I would like to first introduce our company, that is UP Educators. I'll also introduce myself. So firstly, UP Educators, the motto of our company is to update, uplift, upkeep, upgrade, and upskill educators. We are a Google for Education partner company. We are an academic partnership with Cambridge International Education, Skill India, STEM.org, Intel Skill for Innovation, Autumn, NASCOM Future Skill Prime, and ATHE UK. These are all our academic partnerships. We are India's leading institute to offer instructor-led training courses to educators. We upskill educators to teach with a focus on 21st century pedagogy, AI tools, innovative teaching practices, and digital tools. The goal of these upskilling is to enhance the learning experiences and improve the learning outcomes. We've trained 1 lakh plus educators as of now. We've trained educators from 20,000 plus schools and colleges. We've trained educators from 25 plus countries as well. We have the largest teacher community on social media with 5 lakh plus followers in India. We've got 4.8 out of 5 rating on Google reviews, which has been rated by 4,000 plus educators. UP Educators also organize international Olympiads for educators, and annually over 25,000 plus teachers participate in these subject-wise Olympiads organized by UP Educators. Now, here are the media coverage that we got for conducting these Olympiads. We were covered by Zee News, Hindustan Times, Business Standards, and The Print. Now, every year we organize different Olympiads. So here are the Olympiads that we conduct. We have International Primary Teachers Olympiad, International English Teachers Olympiad, Olympiad for Science, Pre-Primary Math Teachers, International Digital Teachers Olympiad, and International AI for Innovative Teaching Olympiads. Initiatives by UP Educators. So first of all, UP Educators in partnership with Google for Education has launched the largest nationwide AI training program to upskill over 10,000 plus educators across India in AI literacy and practical classroom uses of AI. UP Educators partners with Google for Education to train 20,000 plus faculty students across India, building AI-free campuses aligned with national education policy. UP Educators has also built India's first AI platform for educators, which is Up Educate AI, and this platform is designed not just for teachers but for students and parents as well. And the platform works completely offline on Intel AI powered laptops. UP Educators, in association with NASCOM Future Skills, offer an advanced AI course for educators accredited by the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, Government of India. This is one of the certifications that you will be getting if you enroll in the advanced AI course for educators. So this certificate is a part of that initiative, the course. Next one is UP Educators in collaboration with Google again is training 20,000 plus teachers across India on information literacy and AI, information literacy as AI makes it harder to distinguish between fake and real information. And this initiative aims to equip educators with critical skills to identify, verify, and responsibly use information. right? Because we have so much information that we're getting from social media, news channels, so many websites, AI. We are getting so much information. It's difficult to identify fake and real information. We are conducting these training programs completely free of cost in collaboration with Google to train educators with critical thinking skills and to be able to verify information and use it responsibly in the educational setup. A brief introduction about myself. So, my name is Ankita Shah. I am a Google certified trainer with 6 years of teaching experience. I have trained over 8,000 plus educators on AI tools for education. I have trained 1,000 plus educators for Google and Microsoft certified educators course. Now, at the end of this session, you will be receiving this certificate. Okay, so stay tuned till the end of the session so that you don't miss on the certificate that you'll be getting for participating in this webinar today. Outline of the webinar. So firstly, I'm going to start with why AI matters for educators. Then I'm going to give quick demo of some of the AI tools with practical examples. Then we'll move on to the AI course for educators by Up Educators. We will move on to this course where I'll share the course overview, syllabus highlights, certificate and fee details. And if you have any questions related to the course, I will answer it at the end. This is going to be a 1 hour webinar mainly about the advanced AI course for educators. Okay, now starting with this question. Why teachers need to become AI savvy? I want you all to answer this. You can turn on your microphones, you can write it in the chat. Why have you joined this session today, this webinar today? Why do you want to join the advanced AI course for educators? And why is it important for teachers to become AI savvy? You all can turn on your microphones as well. Anyone can write in the chat.
Chat is disabled, no? Not able to write. Chat is disabled?
Oh, it's not disabled. You can
Achha.
write. Yes, you can write.
Okay. Yeah, but we want to match the technological level of the students, so we also should be knowing, having knowledge, what children already know.
Right. So children currently are, very much they are aware of AI and all the other AI tools and what is possible with AI. So we need to match that level. So anyone else who wants to add something to deal with the Gen Zs? Okay. All right.
It's also easy to teach with technology. It's easy. Concepts
Yes.
can be cleared in a better way.
Yes. Yes, definitely. All right. So I'll tell you some of the reasons why it's
We can
important in
also
today's
make the
world.
class innovative, okay, then creative, so that nowadays we know children are habituated of mobile watching, so we can show them the creative ideas and show them and make them it will be very easier for us teachers to make them understand the whatever we want the quantum to make them clear.
Right. So because the attention span is of this generation is shrinking, right? So when we use digital resources, then you can actually make complex concepts easier for them, right? So I totally agree that is a reason why you should learn about AI because you learn to create that kind of content. So starting with the very first reason, digital and multimodal content. So as I told you, the current generation, which is we are preparing to teach generation alpha, which is the most digitally native generation yet. Their attention span is definitely shrinking. They are more, engaged with the help of digital tools and resources, right? Now creating those digital and multimodal content for to make sessions more engaging, more interactive, okay, and to grab their attention. It is important to learn about AI so that you can create amazing classroom resources for your students, right? Creating classroom resources is something where we spend a lot of time, but we are actually not able to create of very good content, but AI will do that very easily. Next is improves efficiency. We can save a lot of time. We can automate a lot of things so that things are being done automatically without you actually coming. Like, let's say I'll give you an example of automation. So let's say you have created, you teach in a higher grade level, and you've created a Google Classroom where you've given an assignment or a project, you've given the rubric that the students have to follow to create the assignment, and you've asked them to submit in a form of a Google Doc. Okay, the project or the entire report. Now, let's say students did their work, they've submitted the report. Now, in Google Classroom, when the students submit the assignment, the report, which is in a Google Doc format, let's say, directly goes to a linked folder. Okay. Now, let's say you want to automate the process of evaluation here. So, there is a tool which will actually take the projects from the folder, Google Drive folder. As soon as somebody submits it, immediately there will be an AI tool who takes that submission, takes it to an AI tool, evaluates it completely, creates a detailed report on with the feedback, their scores, using the rubric, evaluating, giving a report, giving a feedback, and a proper PDF page is created and is actually sent to that student through an email without you actually doing anything. So that's called automation, which is completely possible in today's world using tools that are, like I told, the Google tools here, Google Classroom, Google Drive, Gmail, all that, because it's a Google tool that allows you to do the entire automation in the Google Workspace. So when you use Google Workspace, things can be automated like this, and there's nothing much to worry about data and the files, because already Google has access to your Gmail, your Google Drive, your Classroom, your other, docs and other apps that are Google. So we will be teaching you how to do that so that you can improve your efficiency. You can automate a lot of things. You can save a massive amount of time, because as teachers there are so many different tasks that we are handling, which now AI can handle, and AI can do it faster and more in a more accurate way than humans. Okay, so we can start using AI for that. Next is the National Education Policy 2020. So NEP 2020 actually mentions about integration of technology in the classroom in its key principles, right? It is something which is compulsory, which is going to be the future. You will have to learn to integrate technology in the classroom, right? And AI will help you do that. Next is personalization. So we were raised in an education system which was same for all, right? Same kind of assessments, content, same kind of instruction, same kind of exams, everything was same. Now that's not the case. We need to cater to all types of learners, all levels of learners. AI makes it so easy to create content for every learner in the classroom, keeping in mind their background, their likes and dislikes, their hobbies, their personality, information about them, using that and changing the entire content, making it relevant, making it relatable for individual learners. That's only possible with the help of AI, because it just doesn't take much time, and it creates reports and documents and PDFs and files, everything. I'm clearly audible to everyone, right?
Yes, you are
Yeah.
audible,
Okay. So
ma'am.
thanks. Somebody
Yes,
messaged
yes.
in
And
the
the
chat that I
chat
was
is
not
off.
audible.
Chat
So
is not
chat
enabled.
is enabled. People are sending messages to me. You can send directly to me. Like my messages directly to me can be sent. People have sent messages, so
But
it is
it is
actually
showing
enabled.
chat disabled.
No. The group chat is disabled. You can send messages to me. The group chat is disabled, but you can directly send messages to me. People are already sending messages to me. So yeah. Right. So I was talking personalization, right? So personalization is possible in a way that wasn't possible before. I'll give you a small example. Let's say you want to teach your students about perimeter and area, and you know that, most of the class students in my class love playing basketball, some love football, some love playing badminton, some love playing cricket. So using sports as a theme, you can create the explanations of the concept of, let's say, topic is perimeter and area. You can create it for every learner, based on their interests, their hobbies, their likes and dislikes, so that they can connect with that topic. And you can create well formatted PDF files, well formatted pre-classroom resources, post-classroom resources, notes and study guide for them, using the information about them, right? Creating content at different levels of difficulty is easier now. Creating content for different types of learners, auditory learners, visual learners, it is so easy to do that, right? Other than that, this adaptive learning is possible with the help of AI in a way which wasn't possible without AI. Adaptive learning is where the where the set of questions or the exam or the quiz or the worksheet, whatever it is, would change as per the performance of the learner. Right? As per the performance of the learner, the material would change. So let's say there was a worksheet that you gave to your students. Now they answered the given the questions, they got their scores. Now some students might perform well in certain sections of the worksheet, some students might perform in some other sections of the worksheet. Now based on their performance and based on their strengths and their weaknesses and the areas where improvement is required, based on all of that information, the next set of worksheet will be created. So every learner can learn at their own pace, okay, which is not possible without the use of AI. AI makes it very easy, and you can actually practically, you can create these kind of pre-classroom, post-classroom material for your learners, right? Moving on to the last point. Sorry, 1 second. Bridging the digital gap. So there was a survey that shows that grade 3 students in India are more tech savvy than 90% of educators in India. It's actually sad, but it's true. Like grade 3 students are more tech savvy than teachers in India. So what happens in such a situation? What happens in such a situation is that teachers either avoid using technology in the class because they feel that, okay, they'll not be able to do it. Even if they're doing it, they're trying to do it, they are sometimes asking their students to help because they're not able to do it properly. And what happens is students start taking teachers for granted. They feel that they know everything. Because they know technology, they feel they are smarter than the teacher. Okay, they start taking teachers for granted. They sometimes even make fun of the teacher as well because if the teacher is not able to do it properly. That should never happen. We have to be ahead of our students when it comes to using technology in the classroom, right? We need to match that level. Actually, we need to be ahead of them, especially when it comes to integrating technology in the classroom. When you want to integrate it, you have to be well versed with it. You have to empower yourself to be able to do it on your own, right? So for that, for doing all of these things, you need to practice and you need to keep learning about AI and other digital tools. Moving on, the global AI and education market was worth $2.5 billion in 2022 and is expected to reach $88.2 billion by 2032. So this is huge. This report shows the data that this report is showing is huge. The projected market growth reflects a transformative expansion and increasing demand for AI proficiency among educators, right? Because in just 10 years, this survey shows that in 10 years, it's going to increase 40 times. So we know that this is the need of the hour, and we have to learn about AI and learn how to integrate AI in the curriculum, how to integrate it to make complex concepts easier for students and to be able to save a lot of time. Moving on to the live demonstration part. Introduction of new age AI. Okay. AI has evolved in the past 3 years. AI keeps on evolving every 4-5 months, every 6 months. You will see so many new things that are possible with AI, right? It keeps on evolving. Earlier, what we were doing, it's been 3 years, ChatGPT is around, right? So, how we were using it, 3 years ago, we were creating normal question papers, we were generating content, lesson plans, question papers, assignments using AI. But the content was mostly text based and static, right? But now teachers are not just generating text-based content, they are generating interactive lessons, quizzes, infographics, games in just minutes. You can create a lot of interactive material that allows, interactivity like drag and drop and different kinds of questions, adding visuals, animation, interactivity, all of these things. And teacher shifts from content creation to student engagement. Teaching shifts from content creation to student engagement, right? So you are spending less time designing and more time teaching when you start using AI in a better way, right? So there is a concept called vibe coding in AI now. Okay, vibe coding is where you just write. You don't need to write a single line of code, but you just describe your idea, your requirements, or the vibe, and then AI converts it into working applications and amazing interactive resources, which allows us to create lessons, quizzes, infographics, games, simulations, flashcards, apps, websites. A lot of things can be created with the help of white coding. Okay, let me give you some examples of what we can do with it. Okay, just a second. So I'm going to use Gemini to do this, although it's available on a lot of other platforms as well, like ChatGPT, Claude, all of these platforms have this, but I'm going to show you all in Gemini. It's faster. So I'm just going to write here. Okay, I'm just going to write here, generate an interactive worksheet on the topic, let's say, parts of an atom for grade 7 students. The worksheet must include different types of questions like MCQ, fill in the blanks, drag and drop, matching, image-based, categorizing questions, etc. Okay. Now I'll send it and we'll just wait for the response. So it's going to take a minute to generate this, and I'm going to move on and show you some of the other examples of what you can do with the help of vibe coding and what kind of interactive material now is possible with AI. So here I've created a lesson on the journey through the human body where my students will first watch a video. Okay, they can just click on the play button and they'll actually watch this video over here. After watching the video, my students would learn about the concept. They will do some activities, interactive activities like drag and drop, where they can just drag the organs to the correct organ system. In case they give an incorrect answer, they get a feedback. Lungs does not belong to nervous system. So immediate feedback system is there. I have another section where my students would learn the key definitions. They will click and reveal. So I did not want this content to be text heavy. I made it I added click and reveal section over here to make it more interactive and less text heavy. Then I have these flashcards, image-based flashcards. Okay. So next I have this drag and drop activity. Students will drag the organs and label the organs by dragging them and putting it on the image. Okay, then some multiple choice questions with the feedback here. You can see final score is also visible over here. There are 5 questions and I've scored 0 out of 5 as of now. Another section with the multiple choice questions. True or false? True or false? Right? Then fill in the blanks type questions, matching questions like this. And then I have a section where I can ask anything using Google Gemini. Okay, next I'll show you a few more examples. Here's a flashcard that I created for pre-primary. Let's say you want to teach Hindi, and this is vowels or swarn or vyanjan. And these actually have audio as well. So if I click here,
A से अनार A से अनार
these are interactive.
आ से आम ई से इमली ई से ईख ऊ से उल्लू U se ऊन.
Then if I want to go to consonants,
क से कबूतर. ख से खरगोश.
this kind of material, not just for pre-primary, of course, but you can create flashcards very easily for the class to make the concepts, more engaging for the students. Then here's an infographic where I wanted my students to learn about the process of water cycle. Okay, so I will be clicking on evaporate and you'll see the water evaporating. You see this water evaporating. Condensation, the color of cloud will change. Okay. Then precipitation, it starts raining. Collection, the water level increases. So any kind of process. Now this is a very simple topic because I want you all to understand that any simple concept or any complex concept also that you want to teach your students, you can do it with the help of white coding. And it explains the process not just with the help of images, with actually showing what is happening. You can see it is raining. There's no need of any text or anything to be written over here. They can see that it is raining. They can see the water level is increasing. Okay, so showing step-by-step process of any phenomena or anything is easier with the help of white coding. Let me go back to Gemini and show you. Okay, this is the quiz that worksheet that it generated. I gave a prompt over here, right? And this is what it generated. I'll download this and show it to you all. Let me just download this. It has been downloaded here. Let me open the downloaded version. It's an interactive worksheet. Okay, it's an interactive worksheet. So if I just select an answer, okay, I have to give an answer over here. Just randomly. I have to drag and drop proton, neutron, electron. I have to categorize things over here. Then these are matching questions. Okay, then label. Then I'll click on check answer. Now it shows all the correct and incorrect answers here. Okay, so this was correct, this is incorrect, these are all, this is correct. I can see my overall score was 4 out of 19. This is a material which I can share with my students, which I can use in the class as well. All right, so creating interactive. Now we don't create text-based static content, just that kind of content anymore. We can create these kind of material as well using the vibe coding feature. Vibe coding allows us to create simulations, games, website. This is a website which I created using vibe coding. Okay, so let's say there's an event in an organization, you can create websites like this. Just by writing prompts, just by explaining the ideas, the vibe, and your requirements, you will be able to build whatever you want without actually coding. Okay, let me show you a simulation as well. So this is a simulation which shows the fluid flow visualization. So basically here on the right hand side, I can change the scale. Okay, let me just change the size. I am just changing it inlet velocity and I can see how it impacts the flow. If I change the inlet pressure, I will be able to see how it's going to impact and what changes are going to happen. Middle section diameter, if I increase the diameter, how the flow is getting affected. If I reduce it, what happens. If I increase the turbulence, enable turbulence, you can see what is happening. There is analytics also over here which shows what exactly is going on. And I have this simulation which I created in just 5 minutes using vibe coding, just how I showed you all how I created this worksheet over here. Okay, so creating interactive material now has become super, super easy with the help of AI, right? You can create amazing storybooks as well. Flip books you can be created with the help of AI in just few minutes, right? You can even create amazing presentations with the help of AI. Let me just give you an example of what kind of presentations can be created. So I already have, in ChatGPT, in Claude, they give an option of adding skills, okay? For creating presentation, if you add the skill, if you customize it, it knows your style, it knows the font, the design, the layout, everything that you like to use. And using that exactly, it creates amazing presentations. Let me give you an example. So here I wrote a prompt in ChatGPT. I gave a presentation and I asked us to redesign the presentation as per the audience and make the changes if required. It asked me few questions like, do I want icons or infographics or images? What should be the length of the, or what should be the amount of text on these slides? All those things it asked. I gave all of those answers. It gave me slide-wise content. Okay, this is the outline. Slide 1, 2, 3. I have the entire outline of the presentation. There are around 52 slides are there. I wanted 52 slides and I have just got the slides. Let me show you this. I'll just open it. It's PPTX PowerPoint presentation, which I can download and edit. Let me just show the presentation. Basically designing the presentation is something which has now become, something that can be done in 5 minutes. So we need to focus more on what to be delivered and how it has to be delivered rather than designing the slides, because that is something that AI can do it faster and better than us, right? Just look at the quality of the slides here. Perfect content, specifically the way I asked it to generate. The layouts are very good. The overall theme is what I asked for. So it's a perfect presentation with images wherever it's required. And just look at the number of slides. 52 slides it created in just one go. And I can download this. If I click on the download button, it gets downloaded. So you will become an expert in creating slides, not just using ChatGPT, but using different tools. Okay, and you will learn how you can actually integrate AI into Google Slides, PowerPoint, all of these, so that you can actually start working on each and every slide with the help of AI. Once you've created it, after that as well, how can you integrate AI into your presentation tool? Like I have Claude on the top left, top right, as you can see. Not just Claude, we have Google extensions, ChatGPT, all the other tools as well, which becomes a part. And how and what are the best practices and what are the things that you can do to save time when it comes to designing, that you'll learn in the program. Moving on to generating engaging multimedia content. Okay, so let me just play a video over here. This is a video which is basically a trailer of a show that comes on Hotstar, which is completely AI generated. It is on Mahabharat. Just a second. Yeah, it's on Mahabharat. It's a show which is completely AI generated, and every Saturday, I think they release an episode. If you've never watched an episode, please watch the episode of this show, which is on Hotstar. I'm just going to play the video so you get to know what kind of video generation is possible with the help of AI and how you can create educational videos for your students to explain the complex concepts. And the videos, when you are creating YouTube videos, does not align with your specific curriculum and your syllabus, but when you are creating the videos, it aligns with the syllabus, the curriculum, your education requirements. It aligns with the requirements of your students, right? So learning about multimedia content creation, generating song, audio, video is very important. Let me just play the video.
श्री गणेश, जो दृश्य मेरे समक्ष प्रकट हो रहे हैं, उन्हें लिखना आवश्यक है।
मेरी एक शर्त है, आपके शब्द कभी न थमे और मेरी लेखनी कभी न रुके। अगर आप रुक गए तो ये ग्रंथ लिखा नहीं जा सकेगा।
यही वो क्षण था जब धर्म स्वयं सभा में रो उठा, जब एक नारी के वस्त्र का अपमान समस्त आर्यवर्त के इतिहास को अग्नि बना गया और उसी अग्नि से जन्मा महाभारत। ये न सिर्फ युद्ध था, ये वो प्रलय था जिसमें स्वयं देवता भी
All right, so I think you all got the point that this quality of video making is possible with the help of AI. And yes, these things are created with the paid tools, but in this program, we will be teaching you creating audio, video, completely free, high quality, but we don't want you all to buy these paid tools. So we will be teaching you all to do all of these things for free. Okay. Now the question is, can we also create engaging content like this for our students? The answer is yes, if you learn the art of writing prompts. Okay, prompting is one of the most important skills when it comes to using artificial intelligence. All the AI tools are as good as the instructions given to them. If you give a basic prompt, you can only expect a basic response, right? A high quality and a well crafted prompt is the key to quality responses from AI, right? So that is something that you will be learning in the training program. We have an entire session on the art of writing prompts. Moving on to some of the common issues with ChatGPT and other LLMs. But before I go into this, there were some questions in the chat. I'll quickly answer it. All this is possible if you're able to, if you give access to students for the interactive sessions. No, you don't need to give any kind of access to your students. You can share the interactive material with them with the help of a link, or you can even download it and share it through wherever, like you want to send an email or send it through WhatsApp or send it through Google Classroom or any other learning management system. It's absolutely possible, and there's no access that is required to share the interactive material. What is vibe coding? Vibe coding is basically when you can do coding without actually writing a single line of code, but you are actually writing instructions and prompts. You're writing a requirements, you're explaining the vibe, the other, things that you need in the output. You're just writing that, and it just magically, converts it into your interactive website, but quiz, a game, a simulation, a flashcard, a worksheet. It's going to be interactive, it's going to be colorful, it's going to, work like a proper game or like a website. Okay, so there is a lot of things to learn about white coding, but this is 1 hour session. I can't go into this in detail. In the training program, we have 1.5 hour session on white coding specifically, where we are creating so many amazing educational resources, classroom resources, or pre-classroom, post-classroom resources with the help of white coding. Moving on to some of the limitations of ChatGPT and other LLMs. So first limitation of ChatGPT is that the responses that we're getting is going to be generic. It's going to be based on a broad data set, which means that does not align with your specific requirements, your learning objective, or your educational board, or the local curriculum syllabus that teachers are required to follow. Because the response is based on the data, and the data does not give you very much personalized responses. It doesn't align with your curriculum, your board, your syllabus, your school's requirement. It doesn't align with the requirements of the students as well, right? That is the very first issue. The second problem is that users do not have a lot of control over the sources of information that is being used to generate the responses, and we don't know if the resources are reliable or not, is it trustworthy or not, and because of that, a lot of times you will see inaccurate and fabricated information. Even though the responses look plausible, they look absolutely believable, but if you see the details, if you ask for citations, you will find a lot of inaccuracies in it. So that is another problem with the LLMs. But we will tell you how do you solve that problem. The problem can be entirely solved with the help of custom AI tools that you get to create in all the LLMs. LLMs are large language models. All the chatbots that you all are using, ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, Meta, Perplexity, or DeepSeek, whichever AI LLM that you're using, they all have an option of creating your own customized AI tools where you are training it. You are training an AI tool so that that tool can give you specific kind of responses that you need, that aligns with your curriculum and your requirements. Okay, so in Gemini, for example, GEMS is the option that allows you to create custom AI tools where you are training the AI to give you responses that aligns with your syllabus, the curriculum, the educational board, your students, and all the other things, right? So we will teach you how to entirely solve this problem of getting inaccurate responses and getting generic responses. Moving on to the course outline. Okay, what are you going to learn in this course? What I showed right now was not even 5% of what you will be actually learning in the program. Okay, so I will move on to the outline part, but if you have any questions now, you all can ask. There's one more thing that I want to show all of you, that in all of the LLMs that you use, you get an option to upload any kind of image or an image which has got some text. It could be handwritten text, computer text, whatever, and you can immediately convert it into a well-formatted document. I'll show you. This is the document that it has created, which is a PDF file which can be downloaded. Any kind of file, document, report you want to create in the form of PDF, it is completely possible. Let me just download it. You can see the handwritten note now converted into a well-formatted PDF file. So using these tools, you don't actually need to spend time doing formatting and creating documents and resources like this. AI can do it better and faster than us. So we just give the content and it in just a minute it will do it. Whereas if we will be doing it, we have to spend half an hour at least to format it like this, in a very clean and professional way. But AI can do it in just few seconds and give you the file to download. Whatever kind of file you want PDF, Word file, or you want in sheets, you want in any other format, you can do that. Okay, moving on to the course outline. So in this training program, firstly, we are going to start with the introduction to artificial intelligence in education, where you will be understanding what is artificial intelligence, the basics of artificial intelligence. You'll understand the subsets of artificial intelligence, or the different types of artificial intelligence like machine learning, deep learning, generative AI. You'll understand how generative AI works. You will recognize the limitations and challenges of AI. You will also learn how to evaluate the responses generated using these AI tools using the AAA evaluation framework. Okay, this is the basics, basic terms and basic things, how generative AI works and limitations, and how do you verify or evaluate the responses. All of those things are included in the first session. Then in the second session, mastering chatbots and prompting techniques, where you will learn the art of writing prompts. You will learn how to compare popular AI chatbots like ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, Perplexity, Meta, Copilot, all of these. You will learn how to implement the best practices of using all the chatbots effectively. So second one is completely about prompting and the chatbots. Third session is on the vibe coding, where you will be building teaching resources without coding. And in this session, you will learn how to create interactive quizzes, assessments, engaging lessons, learning modules, simulations for science and math concepts, websites, web apps for the classroom. Okay, then creating 3D models of any visual, any image or anything that you want to show using a 3D model. You can create that. You can also create visuals, different kinds of visuals for the students to reduce their cognitive load and understand the complex concepts easily. You will learn how to create educational games, flashcards, and other kind of resources. Then next topic is creating custom versions of the AI tools, where you will be learning how to customize ChatGPT and other AI tools for your specific needs. Understand the benefits of custom AI tools. How can you create your personalized tutor for students? How can you create a tool for differentiated instructions? How can you create a tool for curriculum designing? How can you see then next is I'll show you all some real world examples of custom AI tools like virtual teaching assistants, AI tutor. You will also learn how to customize content aligned with your educational board like CBSE, ICSE, IGCSE, or state board. Next one is AI for content creation and student engagement. So in this one, you will be learning how to enhance student engagement with multimedia content. How can you create material like short videos, educational videos, infographics, mind maps, presentations, worksheets, audio, images, comics, flowcharts, and more. Different kinds of multimedia content. Next session is going to be on enhancing assessment and feedback with AI. So you'll explore innovative, formative and summative assessment strategies with AI. You will understand how to generate assignments and rubric with the help of AI, and how to create assessment tools, interactive assessment tools, and creating reports on the students' work. How do you evaluate your students' work and create amazing reports for each learner? How can you create AI resistant assignments where students cannot use AI, and even if they are using AI, it's okay. You can allow students to use AI in certain kind of assignments, and what are the things that we now need to retire, and what are the things that we now need to promote in this AI enabled world. Because you need to understand the kind of assignments and homeworks that we were giving to the students. We just cannot give those kind of assignments anymore. You will just sit and evaluate AI generated work if you give the same kind of homeworks or assignments to your students. You have to think, you have to plan the kind of assignments and work that you're giving to your students. One of the ways to be able to give better, work to your students is using the flipped classroom method, where you're not just giving homeworks, or just asking your students to solve some mathematical equations or write some content or do some research or create a presentation, create a report. You're not giving these kind of work because that they can do very easily. Rather, you are asking them to learn at home and apply the knowledge in the classroom in different interactive and different engaging ways. Like, you can plan in the classroom how you want your students to share the knowledge through classroom discussions, through activities, quizzes, games, project work and things that they are doing in the classroom, where they have the support of the facilitator and the peers. So flipped classroom is one of the approaches that is helping a lot of educators to deal with the problem of AI generated homeworks. We cannot give those kind of homeworks to our students. We need to teach them how they can use AI responsibly. And we want our students to use AI, but for learning and not for cheating. So when we ask them to learn at home, come with some knowledge related to a topic through so many amazing resources that you are creating. Interactive games, quizzes, material, worksheets, lessons, videos that you are creating. Go through that, learn about the concept, use AI as well. Use the Socrative AI tool that I created as a teacher, let's say. Use this AI tutor that I created. Get answers to your questions the way you want. Learn at your own pace. Generate quizzes. Learn, and then in the classroom, apply your knowledge in so many different ways, that where you're planning the classroom activities in that way, right? So that is where we can use AI. I mean, we can allow students to use AI and do those kind of work at home, rather than giving the same old kind of, traditional homeworks that we were giving, because there you'll just end up evaluating AI work, right? Also, how do we deal with it? Another way to deal with it is to detect the AI usage in the assignments, right? So how do you do that? That we'll cover in the program. Next one is AI for data analysis. Very, very important, because only when you know how to create data sheets, how to get insights from the data sheets, how to create charts, how do you create pivot tables, how do you get information from the data sheets to be able to personalize the learning experience of the students. Because personalization cannot happen without having data, without asking questions, without doing surveys, without knowing your learners better, right? That's the main thing. How do you personalize the learning experience for the students? So gathering information, gathering data, gathering those things, and then converting it into insights, and using that information to be able to build or create resources for different types of learners. So the first step is to deal with the data, right? So you will explore the powerful AI tools for data analysis, for grading, data cleaning, formula generation, complex Excel functions. Then of course, using AI to predict the future performances of the learners, so that you can give support, you can give help to the students who need it, right? So observing the patterns, understanding all the previous performances, AI can predict the future performances of the learners as well, right? The next module is personalization and differentiated learning. Understand how AI can support personalized learning by adapting content, activities, and support based on the students' need. Right. Next is learning how to create differentiated lesson plans, worksheet, practice task, and learning resources for different ability learn levels. Okay. Next module is on automation of work. So AI for task automation in education. So you'll understand how AI can help educators automate repetitive academic and administrative tasks, explore simple automation workflows, learn how to automate emails, reminders, assessments of the students, giving feedback to students, sending messages, creating automated bulk certificates for students, then classroom communication, parent communication, all of these things can be completely automated. Okay. Next module is on AI for lesson planning and innovative teaching. In this session, I teach about the AI tools which are specifically created for educators. For example, one of the most popular one is Magic School, EduAid, Almanac, School AI, Diffit. There are so many AI tools which are specifically created for educators, and in this session, you will be learning about those AI tools. Next session is about promoting ethical AI practices in students. So, learn strategies to foster ethical AI usage among students, responsible usage, guidelines, critical thinking, and AI digital citizenship, data privacy, and protection. So, there are these concepts that you must learn, and you must learn how you can teach these skills to the students, which is the need of the hour, right? Which is required in today's world, because even grade 4 5 students are now having access to AI. So responsible use of AI is very important. They should know that how much data or how much information to be shared with AI, how to write prompts, how to not share certain kind of details. So all of those things, data privacy is very, very important. Protecting the students' data is very important. So we will be covering that in this session. AI for classroom management and administrative tasks. So generating report card comments, activity reports, event reports, performance report, improving communication with AI generated newsletters, recommendation letters, and all of these. Then next module is on the AI for social media and branding, where you will be learning how to establish 360-degree online presence with AI, create engaging posts, videos, and visuals content for your social media platform. And this is specifically for teachers who are having an educational institution or a coaching institution, or they would want to create their own institution, or they want to teach online or something. So you need to have an online presence. How do you do that? How do you reach to more and more audience? And how do you create better content with the help of AI? That is what this module is about. Then AI for professional development, where you will be learning how to create, resume, your digital portfolio website. How can you use it to practice for your interviews, for presentations? Next topic is AI for 21st century skills. So understanding how AI can help students build essential 21st century skills like critical thinking, creativity, communication, collaboration, and problem solving. The goal is not to stop students from using AI. It is to teach our students how they can collaborate with AI to create something more meaningful and create something very innovative, where they're applying their 21st century skills as well and building things with the help of AI. The goal should never be to stop them from using AI, but to teach them how to use it in a responsible way, right? Next one is you will be learning about some of the case studies and successful AI adoptions in school. So this is the detailed outline of the training program that you will be getting in this course. Moving on to some of the other things that you get in this course. Firstly, you get free masterclasses. So after completion of the training program, you also get masterclasses as and when we schedule it. We will invite you to join these free masterclasses on, on AI integration in languages, mathematics, science, social science, preschool, all of these. And a lot of other than this also we keep on organizing masterclasses with updated AI features or with AI in a specific tool, let's say Canva, and we pick up a tool and we just create a masterclass around that tool, and we will be sending you invites to join all of those masterclasses. Certificates that you will be earning in this training program. First one is going to be the government approved AI in education certificate. It is issued by Future Skill Prime in collaboration with NASSCOM and Government of India via Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. And this certificate is highly prestigious. You become an AI, a government approved AI facilitator, and also you get 2,500 rupees incentive by the Government of India after clearing this exam. So once you clear it, you get the certificate. Along with the certificate, you get 2,500 rupees incentive, and you become a government approved AI educator. Next certificate that you get in this program is the Google Gemini Academy certificate, which is issued by Google, presented by UP Educators, and it validates your skills in using Google's Gemini generative AI tools in teaching, instructions, and productivity workflow. And it's a global certificate. This is the second one that you get. The third one is the Intel Skill for Innovation certificate. Artificial intelligence in education. This is issued by Intel, a globally respected credential that shows you've mastered AI and innovative competencies aligned to industry standards. The last one is UP Educator certificate. So this is the certificate that we will be giving for the entire course. This certificate recognizes successful completion of the advanced AI course equivalent to 30 hours of continuing professional development. So these were the 4 certificates that you will be getting. And apart from this, I will also be sharing some of the other certificate pathway. Some of the certificates, like you can become a Gemini certified educator. You can become a Gemini certified faculty. There are generative AI for educators courses by Google, which are available for free. I will share how to get those certificates also, apart from the 4 certificates that we are going to provide. Other than this, there are other free certificates by Google, which you can easily get. So we'll share the pathway for that as well. Now, moving on to the training course details. So the training is going to be completely hands-on. Okay, where you all are going to practice and create things along with me. We'll do it together. You will be getting assignments that you need to complete. You get 1:1 mentor support. You get curated course material. You get an UP Educators AI tool as well. You get subject-wise masterclasses. The batch size is going to be limited. You get international certificates. You get the class recordings, and you will have access to the recordings for 1 year. And the entire course will be available for you, available to you for 1 year. And the class timing is going to be 8:30 to 10, 2 days in a week. Okay, 2 days in a week. The duration is going to be 12 sessions. This is just the training program. The master classes and all of those things are also there. But the training program, the entire outline that I showed all of you, that will be covered in 12 sessions. Each session is going to be for 1.5 hours. The course fee. Course fee is going to be 9,900, including GST, where we are covering, use cases and tools specifically for educators, a course completely personalized for educators. So the fees is 9,900, including the training, UP Educators AI platform, and the subject-wise masterclasses. But you will also be getting 2,500 incentive that I've just mentioned, that you will be getting a refund kind of, from the Government of India. The incentive is being given by the Government of India. So this 9,900 that you're giving, you are getting 2,500 rupees back. Once you clear the NASSCOM exam, the exam is going to be easy after completion of this course. The exam is not difficult. giving the exam is going to be an easy process for all of you, and we will be guiding you with each and everything. We will be giving you all the resources and help that is needed. In fact, in the training program, we will be covering the exam is going to be of a basic level after completing the advanced AI course. So exam is actually going to be super easy for you all. So once you clear it, you get the 2,500 rupees incentive from the government. So as I told you, the recordings of the webinar will also be available. The recording of the entire course and the course access will be given for 1 year. Now I will just share the certificate link with everyone. If you want to take a screenshot of this page, you can call on this number or visit our website for more details on our AI course. Moving on to some of the popular courses that we offer at UP Educators apart from this AI course. So we have got courses on technology for tomorrow's classroom. We have Google Certified Educators course, Google Certified Trainers course. We have an AI course for educational leadership. We have advanced AI course for educators. We have online teaching course for educators. We have some of the courses on pedagogy that inspires. So we have Cambridge International Certificate and Diploma in Teaching and Learning. We have Innovative Teaching Practices course. We have Instructional Designing course. Next one is courses to become future ready with STEM. So here's STEM Certified Teachers course, Drone for Educators course, STEM Robotic course for educators. Some of the courses for early childhood education. We have early childhood care and education course, nursery teachers training course, Montessori teachers training course. In all of these courses, we actually offer global certificates as well as government approved certificates. So we give Skill India certificates, we give NASSCOM Future Skill Prime, which is a government certificate. We give international certificates from Google, from ATHE, from Cambridge, right? So all the certificates are highly prestigious and valuable. There is another course that I just mentioned on AI, which is for the educational leaders, okay, for principals, head of departments, institution owners, academic directors, administrators, and curriculum developers, or any educational leader aspiring to integrate AI into their institution. This course is for them, and in this course, they will learn about educational leadership, about AI for educational leadership. How leaders can equip themselves with the skills to use artificial intelligence as a strategic asset and lead their institution into an AI-driven future. Okay. So this is our website. You can check the details of all of these courses, the fee structure, certificate, course details, syllabus, everything is available on our website. You all can visit our website for more details. If you're still into two minds, if I should join this course or not, I will suggest you to check our Google reviews. Okay, we have got 4,500 Google reviews written by educators. If you just go to the Google reviews of UP Educators and search for AI in the reviews, because there are 4,500, how do you know about the AI course? If you just write AI, you'll get hundreds and hundreds of feedback of teachers about the advanced AI course for educators. So if you're still into two minds, go and check the Google reviews. Now that's all about the advanced AI course. I will be sharing the certificate now, and if you have got any kind of query, please put it in the chat. I will answer your questions.
Where are my pens?
I'm sharing a link in the chat, which is a form which you have to fill to get your certificate. Please keep yourself on mute, everyone. Okay, so I've shared a link in the chat. Just fill out the details correctly. Your email ID and name has to be correct. After 5-10 minutes, you will be receiving the certificate in your email. Don't forget to check your spam, promotion, updates, and all the other sections in your email. Okay, and you will be receiving your certificate over there, and just fill out the details. Now I'll just stop sharing and answer the questions. How can I convert handwritten notes into PPT? Okay. A free tool, I'll say, You can try Gemini. You can try Gemini for this. In this training program, we will tell you how to get the pro version of Google Gemini completely free of cost for 18 months. Pro version of Google Gemini free for 18 months. We will be telling you how the pathway to get that as well. But for now, because you've not enrolled, so for now, you can try Google Gemini, you can try ChatGPT for converting into, and you can also try Claude. All of these platforms allow you to convert handwritten notes into PDFs, PPTs. Okay. In this course, another important information in this course, 90% of the things that I will be teaching is going to be using free tools only. We use free tools most of the times. Even if I'm showing you the paid tools, I will show few things, but I'll also show you how the same thing can be done with a free tool. Okay. So, and I will tell you, I'll suggest the tools that you can buy, and you actually would not actually have to buy it, because I told you I'll tell you the pathway of getting Google Gemini Pro subscription for 18 months without spending any money. So we will be teaching you how to do that, and we'll share the pathway for that as well. After sharing the interactive worksheet, can get the report in Excel. Yes, you can do that. That's a great question. So, after sharing the worksheet, let's say you created any kind of interactive material. It's a worksheet, it's a quiz, it's an assessment, it's an entire lesson, detailed lesson that you've created with some questions here and there, and you want the responses to be saved in a Google Sheet or a Excel sheet, so you can see the performance of the learners. That is possible. So that we will be teaching these things in the program. We know all the pain points of teachers, okay? At Up Educators, as you all know, we've trained 1 lakh plus educators as of now. So we know and we take care of all of these things. Writing content. Miss Shobha, I didn't get your question. Do you want to learn, like, I mean, are you asking what infrastructure is required in the school to be able to implement what we are creating with AI? Get discount for this course.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, right. So of course, to implement it, as in to use a material in the classroom, you would need to have a projector or a smart board so they can present things in the classroom. Of course, you need an internet connection to be able to use the interactive material. But let's say you created a PowerPoint using AI. No need of internet. PowerPoint presentations can be presented directly. Right? So when we are creating different kind of resources and using it in a Word document, in a PowerPoint, in a PDF, creating images and all those, for those we don't need internet, but for interactive material that we are creating, we need an internet. For that, you can share it with your students through any kind of learning management system like Google Classroom, Microsoft Teams. Okay, these are platforms where you can connect with your students and share all the material with them. So the infrastructure now is like, these only. Yes, the recording of the session will be provided to you all in the WhatsApp group. Any practical session will happen. All the sessions are going to be practical. I told you the sessions are going to be hands-on and all the sessions are practical. The course costs 9,900, but you get 2,500 rupees refund by the Government of India. So once you clear your exam, NASSCOM Future Skill exam, you get a refund of 2,500 rupees. But the cost is going to be 9,900, and after clearing, there's going to be a refund. Send the link again, okay? Sending the link again in the chat. Please fill out the form. Any other questions? Please put it in the chat. When does the course start? The course starts towards the end of the month. So the course is going to start between 25th of July to 30th of July. Okay. And the days are going to be Tuesday and Thursday. the coming batch. Okay, if you delay it and you join the August batch, then it's different. The upcoming batch is going to start somewhere between 25th of July to 30th of July, and the days are going to be Tuesday and Thursday. 8:30 to 10 p.m. You get recordings for 1 year. Yes, we start a batch every month. There is a batch in the month of August also. But yeah. Thank you, Nilanjana ma'am, for your kind words. And yes, I think there are a lot of things that even if you feel that I have been using AI and I know all of these tools, I can assure you that there are so many things that you've not, tried as of now. And because the vibe coding feature specifically, if I talk about that, it's been there for at least 2 years now. Easily, because I've been conducting this training session, this advanced AI course for 1.5 years now, and we've been teaching vibe coding even before that we were teaching vibe coding. So 1.5 years easily it's been there for free, but most the teachers don't explore it. And it's free. You don't need a paid account for creating these things. When will the certificate? Yes, the certificate is valid. It's a certificate of participation. This was just a 1 hour webinar on the advanced AI course for educators by Up Educators, where we cover details about the course. So this is just a participation certificate. You can go and enroll on the website, or you can also connect with, I'll send a number. You can connect here. If you want to enroll. All right. One thing I can assure that this course is going to be worth it, because you will actually learn to save a huge amount of time after completion of this course. That I am very sure. All right. So I think I've answered all the questions. Any other question? Quickly write in the chat. I'll be ending the session in a minute. So I don't see any question now. So thank you so much everyone for taking our time and joining this session. Hope to see you all in the Advanced AI course for educators sessions. So good night. Have a great weekend. Bye.